Hey everybody, Crafting Journey here, that Journey chick on Instagram. Welcome to Craft with Me Wednesday. I hope you are going to enjoy the content tonight. We're going to be loom knitting again. Yeah, I am trying to figure out this sock thing. I have Alice with me. Maybe later on we will have Cheryl. I'm going to try to say hello to everybody. For some reason, oh there it is. Live was not coming up on my chat, but here it is. Now, this should be muted here. It should be, is it not? There we go. Okay. I think we got it muted there. We want to make sure Alice is muted here. Not me, Alice. Okay, hold on. Okay. So let me say hi to everybody in the room. If you're watching back on the replay, hashtag replay, don't forget to hit the like button. He's been very busy today. During the live presentation of the verdict, someone offered him a hot cocoa. He got it all over him, and now he's washing his clothing because he messed up his clothes. So that's what the like buttons do. Make sure you hit the like button on your way in or out tonight. I understand if you can't stay for the whole thing. And subscribe if you're not subscribed, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss a single episode of Crafting and Crime Daily. So who's here? Mary 777. Deborah, hey girl, she's the first one here. Hey Deborah, how are you? Sharon is here. Hi Sharon, the diamond lady. She's saying hi dear. Oh, you're so sweet. Oh my goodness. Who else? Melody. Hi Melody. Melanie's here. Those people that have their name in green in the chat are members of the channel. You can also become a member of the channel for as little as $1.99 a month. All you have to do is look down in the description where it says become a member of the channel and follow the links. Yeah, you too could be a member of the channel. Hello, Nessa. Hi, Nessa. How are you? Jill here. Jill is here. Mickey. She's saying hello to the peoples. Hello, Mickey. Dawn Louder, aka Dawn Loves Diamond Painting, is here. Hello, Mama C. Hey, what'd you think? Are they going crazy in Georgia, or is everybody calm and accepting the verdict? Mama C is from Georgia, so I'm just curious what the fallout is. Hi, Chaotic and Narrate. Hello. So, several things came in the mail over the last week from Narrate. She watched last week. She watched me struggling with the Kitchener cast on, which I spent about an hour, maybe an hour and a half with Cheryl this afternoon, and had a very good tutorial so that I could actually sit and listen to her and try to understand, because she has a very complex mind. So I was trying to get into her mind, figure out what she knows, and absorb as much as I could. So, but here's the books that Narrate sent me. So this first one is called Sock Loom Projects. So there's some various projects in here that you could either use a superfine yarn with, which is a 1 weight, or you could use a worsted weight yarn. And it also has some startup instructions in there. Then the next one is by Isla Phelps, which she has a lot of cool videos. Isla Phelps is spelled ISELA PHELPS. She does a lot of YouTube videos on loom knitting, but she has this book called Loom Knitting Socks. Yep. So I believe we decided after some consultation, now I forget which one I decided. I had the page mark. Okay, I'm going to do one out of this book. So also, after consulting with Narrate, I realized the sock loom I had is for a very small sock. So most of the socks are either done on what's called the KB Loom Sock 2, which is this. And I did get that in the mail today from Narrate. She never used them, never even opened the packages. Narrate is not a sock loom knitter, but we're going to turn her into one. So I've started one here. I've done the casting on. You can't see what I'm talking about because I have to invite Alice into the stream. Hello, Alice. Okay, this is the one I've started here, and this is a sock loom. The difference on this one is it has this knob that turns. When I loosen the knob up, and I don't really want to do it too much, this center piece here will adjust. I don't want to do it because I've already started a project, but you can slide that center piece anywhere in here depending on the size of your sock. I'm going to have a very big sock because I have a very big foot. I wear a size 12. So, hi, Nessa. She says, I asked for loom stuff for Christmas. I want to try it. That is awesome because one of my goals is to put up some more loom videos. I did not, I've put up a beginner loom hat video and it has done very well, but I need to do more loom tutorials. And in order to do that, I need to understand what I'm doing a little better, especially with the socks. So I want to be able to teach you guys how to do these socks. So in order to do that, I've got to learn it really well. So I want to absorb what's in these books. I'm going to try to make this basic pair of socks and then maybe take it up a notch from there. Catherine, hello. How are you? Jerry's here. Mary said, I found my his and her sock looms. There you go. So the other one she sent me was also KB, also unopened. She had this in her stash. I think I'm just helping her clean out her stash. This is some other sock looms, and this may be what this is what Mary is referring to when she says his and her sock looms. There's a purple one which is for like my size. It's supposed to be for a he, but I have big foot, so it's for a big foot and a little foot, or his and hers. Isn't that adorable? His and her sock looms. So yeah, this will be another one that I try, so I can show you how to use either loom. I want to become familiar with them. Mickey became a member. Thank you, Mickey. Wow. Yay. Uh-oh. Cheryl's here. Cheryl, hello.
Hi, how are you?
So Cheryl's is joining as a co-host. Now, can you see the chat?
Yes, but upside down. I'm still trying to get it on my crappy tablet to my good tablet.
You're making progress. We're making progress. What I'm talking about is a new feature it's new to StreamYard, where you can bring in people as co-hosts. And when you do that, they can now see the chat on their computer screen. Whereas before they would have to use a separate device. I still use a separate device because it's just easier, so I don't have to look in two different places. Thank you so much, Mickey, for becoming a member. Your monthly donations go to support the content of the channel. And other people donate in their own ways, like sending me books and looms, and it is deeply, deeply appreciated. Thank you. Thank you so much, Narrate. And I hope to contribute back to the community by learning this and putting up some tutorials to help you guys who have these looms. Cheryl's got the her loom there from KB. Yes. I just realized that they were called his and her looms.
Yes, but mine's just for her.
Her. All right, we're putting Alice at the bottom of the screen so that you can see what I am doing. And then we're just going to chit chat because I've done the cast. Oh my God. Stitch just went for the lamp cord. Oh my God. Like Tarzan, he's swinging across the craft room. Oh my word. Oh, it's because the Christmas tree's there. So I've done the casting on. Now I'm going to start the knit and the purl. So every other peg is a true knit, and then every other peg will be a purl. And that's going to be a rib. It's called, what did we call that? Hold on. I know. It's called a single rib stitch.
Yes.
So knit,
one
purl,
by one.
knit, purl. For the book says 6 inches, but my tutor, Cheryl, recommended that I measure where it would be comfortable on my leg, because I have long legs and big feet. We're going to go a few inches farther than that. So it's going to take us a while to get past that. So that'll give us an opportunity to chit chat.
Well, you can custom make it because you're knitting it. So you can make it, like if you bought that in a store and it was 6 inches, you wouldn't like it. Right?
This is correct.
So you now can make it as long or short as you want.
Goodness no. So I'm here's where I'm having trouble. Can you see my thing? See, I'm on the knit. So it says you just lay it across the top.
What are you doing? A flat, a true, what
A
knit
true
stitch?
knit, but or shouldn't I just wrap it around the back and then?
Can you see mine?
Can I see? No.
Okay, why? I'm probably holding it not right. I gotta figure this out. I need to make myself a bullseye so I know where the camera is. It should be right here.
Okay, you're good. You're good. All
Okay.
right, I can see what you're doing. Yes.
All right. So here, what I do is I put my hook under. All right. And then it's hard to do when I'm holding it up, but you see how I just did that? Now done, stitch is done.
I know, but I'm talking about the long piece of yarn. If I'm doing a true knit, wouldn't I wrap the peg?
I just did the true knit. That's what I just did. I was just showing it to you.
What you did with the long piece of yarn. Did you wrap the peg or did you lay it? See how I'm wrapping the peg here like that? Or did you just lay it across like that?
No, this is the working yarn right here.
Okay.
So I'm just holding it behind because what I want to do is get it out of the way so I can get my hook in first. So my next stitch, I'm using my hook to go underneath. Now I put it in front.
Okay. Now I got it.
Now I'm scooping it down.
Okay.
And then up and over. And stitch is done. Get it?
Yeah.
And you just go at a really quick pace. It's just holding it in front of the camera makes me a little bit spastic, but it's like,
And then the next one I'm laying under.
Yeah, then you would go down like this, scoop up. So it's up and down, up and down, up and down.
Okay. Wow. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. It was a good show. Hi, Scrapping Sylvia. Oh, my word. I'm still not sure if everybody can see what we're doing here. So, yeah, that makes total sense. So here we're knitting again. We're taking our pick. What do you call this thing? What is this called? Our hook.
Yeah. A loom tool.
We're going underneath. We're going to take that, pull it down, and we got a loop up and over. There we go. Okay. So this is just going to take me about 6 weeks.
No, it won't. You'll go at a very quick. Listen, taking me longer on this old horrible tablet till I can find the one I just got. Can you see this? I have no idea how to get the chat on here. I got the whole page on, but where's the chat? Where is that? See?
It should be off to the side. You don't have it should say comments.
No, that's why, obviously, but I'm not seeing it.
Comments, banners, brand.
Just description. Why it says, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I don't know.
As a co-host, did you accept my email?
Yeah, but I didn't go through that one because you didn't get my message, obviously, because it didn't give me the code. But at the end, I got it at last minute, but it was already too late. So I do have it now. I came in with that, which is why I have the chat up on the above camera.
Oh, okay.
So I can
turn around. Didn't come in with that.
I could read upside down and kind of sort of see that, but I'm trying to
know that you didn't come in with that on your iPad.
Right. This one's just forget it. It's so slow. I need my other one. It's still in the box. I have no clue where it is. It's ridiculous. So I don't know why I'm not finding it. Let me see. Arrow down. I don't know what happened to the chat.
I think this will go faster as I get used to it.
Oh, absolutely. And sitting at a desk.
Yeah.
When you crochet, if you were to sit up at the desk doing that like this with the crochet, it's a little awkward. Of course you could get it done, but if you were sitting relaxed and you just went into your groove, you'd be crocheting away, right?
Yeah.
Same thing. It's the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, but even now, I'm like, yeah, look at me go. Woohoo. It's just this yarn is so thin. Even I'm using a
I,
3 weight. You can use a
this
work.
is a one. This is actual sock yarn. Look
Oh,
how
yeah,
thin.
you
Look
know,
at that.
I know. I no, thank you.
It's actually a lot of fun. It really is. I don't use
You
it all the time, just for socks.
knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl. Okay, we're purling. Okay, purl. Pearl's gonna think I'm calling her. Oh, they're both in the basket.
Or stitch. You know, you're saying stitch, stitch, purl, stitch.
They're in their basket. Can y'all see the? Oh, you can see them in their little basket up there, way in the corner. Let me make myself big so y'all can see the kitties in the basket. There they are, right up there. There, I put 2 baskets up there, but they want to be in the same basket.
I
So
need to find this chat.
they're grooming each other. They're giving each other baths because it's been a rough evening. They've had dinner. They're so cute. Oh my gosh, I love my kitties. Okay.
Thank goodness.
So what is everybody doing tonight? Are you guys baking? Are you cooking? What are you doing?
I sent my son to pick that platter up, by the way.
Has he ever found your gingerbread Kit Kat?
I don't know. I'm sure the minute he finds them, well, I don't know who's going to find them first because I think he told he's one of the twins, and then my girl's birthday is in 2 days. So they're all powwowing about stuff and they're talking about this darn Kit Kat that they're
I'm thinking we were going to go to Cracker Barrel after dinner last night, and I was betting that they probably had them there.
I thought that's where you ate.
No,
you went to
we went to the Golden Corral.
Okay, that's why I was like, ugh. I thought you went to crack. Okay, my bad. Made a mistake.
Well, I love Cracker Barrel. What's wrong with Cracker Barrel?
I don't care for the food.
No.
No, well, I mean, maybe I just haven't gotten anything that I cared for, but yeah, it's been a while. I don't really go out a lot anymore.
One night you go. Sometimes they have some really good specials, but last night at that Golden Corral, oh man,
It was good.
no. No,
Oh yeah, well I understood that when you said it because it's like, yeah, that was my experience. So how fast would you be to go back?
No.
I can't find this. I don't know what I'm doing.
We're going to go to the Cracker Barrel so we can look at this. I like to go through the country store after the dinner. That's the part that's fun about the Cracker Barrel.
Okay.
Little country store.
I don't know what. Those are really fun.
Stitch markers because I really am getting confused about stitch and purl.
Do you have a piece of masking tape?
I keep having to go back. Stitch, purl, stitch, purl, stitch, purl.
You can put a piece of masking tape or stitch marker and just make little
washi tape.
Anything that you can put a little mark. So the marks can either be knit or purl stitch. Just that's what that one is. You can either do it for every other one or whatever.
This will be a knit. So I know where I'm knitting here. So
it's asking me to sign in, but I'm already signed in or I wouldn't be on the channel. What is wrong with this thing?
I don't know.
Something doesn't want me to have the chat, I guess. Really weird.
Oh, we're going to have to play with that later, I guess. All right, let me get some scissors. I had scissors right here before. Does anybody else lose scissors? I lose scissors like crazy. Narrate says she loves Cracker Barrel. Oh, Nessa's on the way home. Melanie says, I'm diamond painting now today. I got half done on my scarf that she's crocheting. Oh, that's awesome. Mama says I was diamond painting in bed and my kitten Bubba came to curl up in my lap. He was soaking wet. Oh no, he'd fallen in the toilet.
Oh no. Oh no.
Betty won't do that again. That'll be the lifetime for that. Oh,
Oh, the
that's
poor little thing.
hilarious. I'm sorry. It's just too funny.
Hopefully it was not, hopefully it was clean, flushed water.
Well, that'd be pretty gross if it wasn't, Sharon.
We used to get warnings when I lived in New York as a kid. Make sure you don't eat the yellow snow. So funny.
So Narrate is telling me I need to get stitch markers. You ordered a whole box of these really little tiny round stitch markers in different sizes from KB, and that's what I want to order. So I'm going to do that, Narrate, and then I should have those soon.
I got these.
I'm going to use the washi tape. Yeah, that's what I want to get. I want to get that little box of the round ones.
Yeah. And then I got these in every size. This is the 3. There's a bunch of them in here, but this is the 3 peg for the Flexi Loom. So I got like all the packs for all 3.
No, what did I do with the washi tape that I just had in my hand? Come on.
Oh, just no. All right. And I'm back to a no screen.
I've lost the washi tape.
And I lost the page.
Well, I mean, I have more, but for heaven's sakes.
That's so funny. The 2 of us are not doing so good.
She thought I got some from KB Looms. I haven't ordered them yet. I'm going to order them though. I think I was talking about it, Narrate, and I haven't done it yet.
There's some codes from KB. There's a bunch of codes, I guess, for Black Friday, but they're doing a bunch of codes for discounts.
Oh, send them to me after the live and I'll order them.
Okay. I didn't. Okay.
I've been painting break for a few days and she's doing some coloring. That's awesome. Well, I'm trying to finish up the Alice Van Gogh. And when I do, that's it. We're done with Alice's. Then I'm going to get out the Who's Your Doggy one and work on that one till the end of the year, as well as my mystery painting that I'm doing, and then the rainbow painting. What did I do with that one? All right, I'm just going to get a different roll of washi tape because I had more. For heaven's sakes, it just disappeared.
Well, I got the picture back, but I still can't get the chat. It's really strange. I'm going to still.
I'll let you know if anybody asks a question.
Well, hi, everybody. Anyway, anyone knows how to do it, just let me know.
Oh, now this washi tape is this one I got from that company. Okay, well, I just don't know what I did with. I was like, it was right here, and now it's gone. I wonder if I threw it away. Who knows? Have you ever played frisbee golf?
Yes.
Do you like it?
It's been forever, and they also have it. Well, because Florida, you do all that stuff on the beach. So they have golf. They have the little rings that you can throw the frisbee through. So it's more like whatever points that it says on the ring. But yeah, it's a fun.
Well, they actually have frisbee golf courses here in Wichita.
Oh, that's interesting.
And it's like a regular golf course, except it's for frisbee. And my son and daughter-in-law have been playing, and they're really enjoying it. I would probably, I don't know. I would give it a go. I could probably do 9 holes, probably not 18, but it's a lot of walking, especially depending on how horrible you throw the frisbee.
So speaking of walking, anybody keeping up with their steps? I think that silence is definitely a no for you. That was loud silence.
I do know where my stopwatch is, my Apple Watch. I know where it is. I could put it in the charger. I think
yeah.
It's November. Who asked that kind of question the day before Thanksgiving?
Please remember that I just drove with my top down on the beach. So yeah, I'm here in November where it's warm. Actually, it was freezing this morning. I actually had to put like a sweat, like it was really, I was cold. It was down, what did it get down to? In the 50s last night, I guess. I wasn't ready for it.
Now, it was in the 70s here yesterday. So, hi, Deanne. Welcome. Katrina, welcome. Thank you guys for coming by. Mary, the ones with the chips are pretty good, but I still prefer the regular cups. What are we talking about? The ones
Chips
with chips are pretty good, but I still prefer the regular cups.
from Reese's peanut butter cups, maybe? That's what I think of when I hear cups. Or the Yum Box, since we just did that.
Oh, Katrina says, Rebecca, if you like Chinese buffets, the Shanghai on Harry Street is super good. Do you know? Poor.
Do you guys still use buffets after like all this crazy stuff's been going on?
Not like Chinese buffets. I've always thought they were horrible. I just don't do them. My son loves them. I just can't. No. Mm-mm.
I'm just wondering, like any buffet, because wondering.
The
Because
buffet that we went to last night, they had these stations where you could get gloves and put on these gloves so you could get your food. And then there were things that they weren't serving because of the pandemic, like soft serve ice cream. No, they don't serve it because of the pandemic, because I guess it's just too much contamination. I'm guessing. I don't know.
I think any contamination on food is too much.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you can have the fried rice because the contamination level is only 20%, whereas the soft serve, it's like 70%. So we're going to nix that one. Nah.
Did you see my show where I was talking about the cashews, how theirs are made?
I did, when you were saying that a lot of people handle it, but I'm sure that first of all, you can't eat the shell. So who cares who touched the shell? And I'm sure that they've got gloves and whatnot on, don't you?
They were not wearing gloves. They were literally wearing plastic bags on their hands.
Okay, so they're covered. If you start going down that rabbit hole, you're going to not ever eat again. I mean, anything.
So
do you know,
like, to see how everything is made.
Did you ever see that I Love Lucy episode where she stomps with her bare feet in the grapes?
Yes.
Okay, they do that. I mean, that's really done. And then they enjoy.
I'm not drinking anything that people have their foot in. No.
You have no way to know that, my dear.
Like, you mean they actually produce wine by somebody? I thought it was just a fun thing to do. That you didn't.
Well, it depicts stuff they did in the old days on the old ways of doing things. We have machines now. But yeah, how will you know who does what?
That's when everybody died at 40 years old because they were eating contaminated stuff.
Somehow, I don't think the food is what did it, but I'm sure to some people.
You don't think so? It was tuberculosis.
What?
It was the tuberculosis that did it.
They didn't have the vaccines.
Contamination they had to worry about.
Yeah, God. They had like typhoid fever, scarlet fever. Yeah, forget it.
Yes, I know.
I mean, come on. If they had a bad cold, they didn't have antibiotics or a small infection that we can just, no worries now. They died from that.
Look how pretty my Loom is looking with all this tape.
I can't see it because
It looks so adorable.
Oh, you're making little. Okay, I see what you're doing. Okay, I have to show you how to do it.
I don't have to keep going back and going knit purl.
No. Okay, so like the way that it's. Let me show you. I'm going to show you.
I don't have to do every one of them, but I am.
You take a piece like this, and on a loom, but then obviously not purple. And you take the regular masking tape, and you just go like this. Wait, can you even see this? I don't even know. I'm knocking everything over.
Oh, and you're so smart.
You know, You don't sit there and
hard way. Yes.
yeah.
See
I
what
think you did. I thought you knew what I meant. I apologize.
my way works too.
It does work. Just know that you're probably covering with one piece of tape. You're probably covering two pegs.
No, just one.
Okay. So if it works, it's good. It's if you know what you're working on, it's all that matters. Right? As long as
Watched you.
so like if I'm doing lace work or something, having the piece of masking tape or painter's tape, you just put it across. You can even put it across literally like right.
Now I see what you're saying. So that makes so
And
much.
then you just, take a pen or pencil and or you can literally write K or P, or, if you're just doing rib work, you just need a little tick line, But
That I Love Lucy episode was great.
that was so good. And then I really liked that movie with Pretty Woman, and she had that clip in that movie, watching it, cracking up laughing. It was so funny. Did anyone see that movie? Pretty Woman. She was supposed to like give him a fun time, but he wasn't interested, so he was doing work, and then she turned on the TV and put that episode on, and quote unquote,
I remember. Yeah.
vegged out.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, so now I know that I'm going to knit next. Look at how clever we are. Woo-hoo.
See?
Like I said, in 3 years, we will have socks.
No, you'll be surprised how
Okay,
fast.
it goes over the top. Okay, so we go up under.
Once you see I'm going to send you a picture of the lace socks. I already boxed them and wrapped them, so I'm not unwrapping it, or I would have shown you. But I finished.
How old are your daughters going to be?
30.
Wow. Now, are they married, or are they single, or both?
No, they're both married. Only one of them has kids so far.
Oh, wow. Okay. And are they at risk of having twins?
They're identical, so no.
Wait a minute. What does it mean? No, because they're identical.
Identical twins is like a fluke. It's just a fluke. You happen to drop two eggs that get fertilized at the same time. But so it's like, there's no rhyme or reason. Millions of studies are done on that.
Because my grandchildren's mother was an identical.
Oh no, excuse me, I'm wrong. Identical, because I have a set of each. So my explanations: an identical twin is you drop an egg normally and it splits. It's the fraternal that drops two eggs. That can be hereditary. So the identical splits, which is just a fluke that it just happens to split. It's like what did they call them years ago? Siamese twins, because the two babies are growing in one sac, and there's just such a small little bit of like let's call it like
an identical set and a fraternal set.
Yes. My boys are fraternal, my girls are identical.
So your boys are at risk for having twins.
Well, they're not, because they're boys. So the trait, if you have the hereditary trait, it's only on the mother's side, because obviously the trait is when you ovulate, you drop two eggs instead of one. So if you have that trait down the lineage of your family, it would be, if the boy drops eggs, you're in trouble. Well, actually, you're not in trouble. You'll be quite wealthy, I would say.
Okay. I understood that perfectly. I actually did. I was following.
I think that would be so great for that to just happen.
My granddaughter is not at risk of having twins.
Your
grandmother was an identical twin.
I'm not saying it can't happen. A fluke can happen to anyone. No, it's not a hereditary trait. Yeah. Right. Because it's just one egg, and then it's the egg splits. You can actually have it where it splits and then splits again. So then you've got identical triplets.
Oh, that would be really rare, huh?
It's really interesting, it's just it was very interesting to learn all that stuff.
So,
It's really cool.
as they've grown older, do they still find that they're very similar? They do a lot of similar things and stuff.
The weird thing is they live they live in very different states, very far away, and as it turns out, without unbeknownst to either of them, they pretty much do the same thing.
Oh, how funny!
It's just bizarre, very bizarre. So, and they would like try really hard to not tell or let anybody tell what they were doing, just so that when they are together, they have news to tell one another. And so they did that all through college. No one, they didn't know who was doing what. They both graduated, same major, same careers, everything. So weird.
So I got to tell you, see where I am on this loom here, where I'm awkwardly between these. This
Can you tilt it this way? So, because I'm seeing head on like this. If you tilt it this way, I know more what you're doing.
See where I'm in this corner here?
Yeah.
I'm on this peg here, and it's very difficult to go under the thing with this peg here.
No, it's too far away. I'm trying to. Oh, you're on a slider.
Yeah, I'm on the slider,
and what do you?
Right here, and I've got my hand. Ideally, I'd want to go here, but you can't. Maybe I can't do it that way.
Yeah, you can. It's just gonna feel awkward till you know how you have to move the hook.
Okay. I did it. I did it. Okay. There we go.
Yay!
I did it. I did it.
You so do got this. You got it.
Just weird. Okay. I know it's going faster. It's going faster. Now we're on the curl. It's just so much easier now that I've marked the pegs. Yeah. So I will be ordering those stitch markers after you give me the code. Definitely. Wilma Jean is here. Wilma Jean, we are making socks tonight to keep our feet warm in the winter. Yeah.
Well, these are a gift, but yeah.
Are you? Okay. Do I know who they're for?
Oh, just one of my boys.
Oh, you're so good to your boys. Especially since they're going to find you gingerbread Kit Kats. So.
Well, I had to try to figure out how to measure feet, but yeah. So there's the toe. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to use your thing. Look at that. See, I have this. You can all see it. It's just stopped. Why? Go back.
I don't know.
I'm so, yeah.
Oh, Wilma says she figured that out.
What?
Wilma, you are that we were working on socks.
Oh. So remember we did the Kirchner cast on, Rebecca?
Yes, Kirchner cast on, yes.
Can you see?
So you're done with the toe. Okay.
And no, that's on the side. I'm not done, but this is the side that is not knit yet. Well, it is, but see, can you see through it? I don't really know.
No, I know what you're saying. It's on one side of
here's the toe, if the toe was actually in the sock.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's this side. But on this side, it's just as I go around, until I do the heel, it's going to be doing where you're doing goes up the leg until I get to the, I will knit enough and then I'll do the heel. But the point is, when this knitting comes out more, so you can start to see this knitting right here, and the Kitchener's in between this knitting and this knitting. So in the end, you want the two sides to come together. So each one will get pulled, and it pulls the two sides together without sewing or any of that.
Okay.
You get it? Does that make sense? I was trying to explain it, but I was thinking maybe if I showed it, you would get it in an easier way.
I understood it, yeah. So let me just explain to the people in the chat. What Cheryl is doing is a sock from the toe
up.
She's going toe up. I'm doing a sock from the leg down, so we're doing them. We're going opposite directions with our sock.
Yeah, I just did the toe first. Really, is all it means, and you're doing the cuff first.
But I figure, as if I get better at this, I'll I will be able to do it the other way too. So
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah,
I think like you're not doing it for yourself, especially, or even the first ones. I just find that I doing that, getting the toe and the sizing mostly is heel and toe. The rest of it, you just however up the leg you want to go. If you want knee socks, if you want crew socks, if you want like a little, what do they call them, shorties or peds.
yes.
You just get, once you have the heel and toe, the rest is just where you want to go to and how high or you want them. So when you're giving it to someone, you want to get the measurements right. I like to bat that out of the way, and the rest is just cakewalk. And these are very plain. This is just a plain sock. It's got a nice stretch, but like also the one I'm going to show you pictures of, it's more intricate. It's a lot. It's like very lacy. It's got a lace design in it. It's really, really, really pretty.
Well, I don't think your son wants a lacy sock, or
No,
does
no, that's already in with an outfit to match. So it was a gift, but I wrapped it already, or I would show you the sock. Thanks.
But you know what
Well,
the boys are doing now, or the young men are doing? They're wearing these pants now that don't come all the way down to the shoe, like
like
high
what we used to call in the
high
flood.
water. Like we got
Yes, I
when
would.
we were out in the rain.
Yes, we used to say something about in the floods or something. Yes,
Not
exactly.
expecting a flood, but that's
Yeah,
the style now. So they don't wear socks at all. And
even like in states that are cold, like down here, that's a regular thing. People just don't wear them. I mean, unless you're like dressing for work and you need to, that type of thing.
right,
But
right. But
everything is so chill that it's so
if you look
informal.
on like these award shows and these guys come out, they're in these skin tight suits with
It's so
high
funny
water
looking.
pants and no socks.
That's weird looking, I think. Well, it would even be more funny looking, I think, with the socks, unless they were showing off some kinky weird sock, right? Weird.
Nessa says she says, that sounds complicated. I'm just gonna buy my socks.
Oh, it's really not complicated. It's just, like anything else, it's all seems too much till you do it yourself. So, it's like, okay, if it's a hat is complicated, it's so easy to just go into a store, pick out a hat, buy it, and put it on. But it does take on a whole nother thing when you make it yourself. It's not that it's difficult, easy. It's just it's enjoyable.
Well,
Why? Wait, I have a great one.
I used to think hats were very difficult, but hats to me are very easy. So
So
yeah,
everybody here that I'm assuming, right? Well, maybe not everyone, but most of us knew each other through diamond painting.
yeah.
Why in the world? I mean, do you know how people that don't diamond paint think we're all crazy? That we take tiny, teeny little drills and we place 100,000 of them on a picture. I mean, it sounds crazy, but we do it and we enjoy it and we love it's satisfying and gratifying.
Whereas it would be so much easier to just go by the print.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
it's the same kind of thing, we kills time, gives us something to do, and we take pride in it because when they're beautiful in the end, right? So
Oh
it's
yeah.
and then, whether you hang it on your wall or give it as a gift, it's just gratifying, appreciated by those that know you put that time into it. So I think it's like with anything else. Yes, you can go and buy whatever, but if you can make it yourself and you get some joy out of doing that, the person who receives it, or even you looking at it on
So
your own wall,
what
right?
did you? Yeah, I'm wondering what I'm going to do with this tail end here. Sew it in at the end. You think?
Which town?
Where, where you created the slip knot and then you started.
Oh yeah, you'll just weave it in.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Just curious.
Yeah. So here's there where we tied it. You were asking what that was for. And you can, on the double knit, I was saying you should always do it. You can use it on the double knit to literally pull down, no, I wouldn't do it on the sock, but this is what's when you had asked me about this on these, when you do the Kitchener, this is the only thing. If you lose this, if you pull the wrong one, and you have this, you're good. You can just, no big deal, just find the other one. If this is gone, you have nothing holding it in place. Follow?
Okay, yeah.
So that's why, you want, that's like your
So this loom
lifeline.
too, though, this loom will also make a really nice scarf.
Oh, you can do a lot with that
Would
loom.
make a beautiful scarf because I've done the crisscross type of scarf a couple of times and on a smaller one than a version than this, but this would make a really nice scarf as well.
And those really thin ones are coming back as very, in fashion now. And also, you ever make a necktie? Well, I know a lot of people don't wear them, but neckties are fashionable for both men and women.
I have sewn a necktie for someone, yes, but
they come out really nice.
Knitted. I haven't knitted one, no.
So you can do that.
Crocheted.
Somebody posted, they had a small round loom. I think it was like 16 pegs. It was a really odd, I don't know where it looks like the top of like a larger top to one of those French knitters that make an I-cord, but it was way bigger. And they asked, what can I do with this? And so many people threw out ideas, and you should have seen it filled up like 300-400 posts of things they could do with that little loom. So when you think of that 16 pegger and you've got that one, the world is your oyster. You can do anything on that because you can always sew pieces together.
Oh, this is true. This is true.
So as long as you keep that in your mind, you can make anything, truly.
Mary says she does some diamond painting, loom knitting, plastic canvas stuff, and coloring. Ooh, plastic.
Wow.
I've done some plastic canvas before, yeah.
I used to do plastic canvas. That was a lot of fun. I bet you it's even better now, like, because everything improves with age, except for me.
Oh my God. Are you saying you're not aging gracefully?
I don't think that's a thing for me. I see other people did. I saw a picture of that woman. I'm not even going to go there because it was so bad because of the picture, but she was beautiful and she looked like she was 30, 40 years younger. When it said 79 years old, I was like, no way. That has to be a typo. It was one of the women that was with that car, with that van, so they showed the pictures.
Oh, she was the dancing granny that died?
Yeah.
Oh, she looked gorgeous for her age.
79? Are you kidding me?
For you? Oh, Katrina, only diamond paints. Oh, Katrina, we got to change that, honey.
Oh, Katrina, we all have rabbit holes for you. Oh my. Do you like
I'm doing a Zoom on when am I doing it? Tomorrow night. Thursday night, going into Black Friday. We're gonna hit all the Black Friday deals, guys.
That should be. We did this last year. It was such fun because not everybody will, everybody wants something different, and we all find the deals for each other. And even if you're just window shopping, it's just so much fun. And we were there. I know me and Nana we closed it out at 6:30 in the morning. We were nuts.
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
Excuse me 1 second. Dylan, did you find the Kit Kats?
No, did he?
I don't know. I'm waiting. Drum roll.
Well, they're not here.
Oh, really? Is that true?
Yeah, I can't find them in any store.
Wow. So far, they're not in this area that he can find yet.
Wow.
Interesting, huh?
Oh, shit.
Should we look that up on the internet? Maybe we should look that up.
Knock yourself out. Do you know how to get the chat on this? I can't do it.
Look at me go! I'm like
I know. And you think 6 weeks? You got this, girl. I know you do. You got it.
I just remember that darn hat. How long that darn hat took me? Oh my God.
And I love it. I don't know.
That's one of my favorite hats. It is.
See that?
It does not fit correctly, but I love the hat.
It doesn't. What do you
I love
mean? It's too small, too big?
Oh,
What is
I made it on that huge. I made the largest one. Remember? Yeah,
you mean
it's
on
huge.
the 96 peg on
Yes,
the pink? I
which I
do
would
that all.
not recommend in the future. Yeah, no.
Wait, really? Well, I have. You can try throwing it in the dry. Is it acrylic?
Yeah, I can try it. I can try washing it
Throw
dry.
it. No, don't even. Well, throw. Yeah, that's fine. But throw it in the dryer for a few minutes, and it'll like that, and until you have to stretch out the stitches again. But it'll make it. You can intentionally make it smaller. That's funny because the 96. I mean, I have a really small head, and I can wear that. But I'll flip up the brim. I
Oh,
don't do it.
the brim is flipped up. Trust me, it's big.
Don't you usually make the brims where they're when you do them twice as long and then you do a fold over brim and then you stitch it on to fold
I
make it
do.
permanent?
I do.
So I never do those. So because my everywhere I give them, they want to flip up to themselves. If I do that built-in one, then they can't really flip it up.
Yeah, I know. I've thought about that.
They can't. There's no comments.
Ask him. He knows because he always uses this tablet.
You're not able to comment on this.
I don't
No.
think it has
Yes.
anything to do with the tablet as much as it
Get
has.
up the chat, please.
So,
I know
well,
we can do
I just started diamond painting and picked up cross stitch after many years because of Rebecca. Woohoo! Thank you.
Yay!
There's Janie passing through to say happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Happy Thanksgiving,
Oh,
Janie.
that's nice. Happy
Like
Thanksgiving.
like the Thanksgiving float. She's just passing through. We're all gonna wave. We're gonna do a parade wave. Bye, Janie. I guess that means she's leaving.
Oh, really? So bye.
Now, who here watches the parades?
I feel a little bad watching.
If you are a Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade watcher, I'm
I
going to
know.
not raise my hand because I'm going to be diamond painting.
You did it? No. Why?
Oh, Diamond Queen has to work. Oh, I'm so sorry. But you've got a great job, Diamond Queen. So just hang in there, girl.
Yeah. I like to watch it, but now I feel kind of funny watching it because I'm going to always watch for a car to go ruin it.
Oh,
so
my God.
I need to get that.
That. Jesus.
But I can't get it out of my head. So it's like, what do you do?
Well, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I always watched it. I always had it was always something that was just on Thanksgiving morning,
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. I'll put it on till I have to leave and see what happens. If I get skeeved out, I will not watch it anymore.
Growing up, I was in a lot of parades because I was a majorette and contourer. I was in the Orange Bowl parades. I was in lots of different parades. But for some reason, and we used to go watch the parades in person. And I don't know. For some reason, as an adult, I just don't care for parades.
Yeah, I don't think I would do that. I used to do it. I used to go. I even did New Year's, for New York too. I just couldn't. I wouldn't do it now. No way. No way.
Well, Narrate is telling me that the crime rate in New York is so bad right now. So I don't know that I would go be standing out in the street in front of Macy's either.
I just wouldn't do it. I think there's so many things right now that we're having a spike with COVID. But on top of that, you've got then, like she said, with the crime stuff. When does that mayor start? Is Narita here?
Oh, in New York? I don't know.
Yeah, there's a new mayor.
And so not Thanksgiving weekend for her, but wishing you all a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, Melody. That's very, very nice of you. I would invite you over for some turkey and we're going to have green bean casserole that my sister made from fresh green beans.
That's how it's done. What do you mean?
What do you mean? I use the canned ones or the frozen.
No, you do not.
I always use the frozen French style green beans. Yes. I did not use fresh green beans. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay,
I
well, frozen is better than a can, but a can is like, what?
No, I don't use a can. I use the frozen French style. But my sister's making them from scratch. She sat and snapped the beans today. I'm like, what is it you
Yeah.
are doing there?
You take a bowl and you just sit in front of whatever, the TV or movie or something, and just do it.
I'm like, what? No.
Actually, when you have kids, that's what they do. You
Well,
make them,
she says, Mom and Dad used to send us outside to do this just to get rid of us.
yeah,
So,
no, it's also to get it done, but I don't know. You
oh,
know.
Melanie says the frozen is good.
Yeah, a frozen is better than, but a can, I defy anyone to tell me how long those cans are literally there. Ugh.
Narrate says that the new mayor starts in January, she thinks.
Oh, okay. So he's supposed to be really good with the crime thing. So we'll see.
Well, let's hope.
Let's hope. Yeah.
I want to go to New York on I want to take a little vacation to New York.
When I'm going, I want to see a couple shows on Broadway.
I want to go over the summer, sometime in the summer, probably.
Oh, maybe we'll go at the same time. That would be nice.
The money, how the money goes. We'll see.
Yeah. All right. Well, if it works out, that would be a lot of fun.
Which shows are you interested in, though?
Well, I'm gonna look when I go, but I definitely want to see the Beethoven show.
Beethoven? I didn't know there was a Beethoven show.
It's a new one, so I really would like to see it. I've seen all of the older ones.
The dog.
Excuse me?
About the composer or the dog?
Oh, the dog. Is it Beethoven or is it the other one? Who's the? Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. It's not Beethoven. It's Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh, what made you think of Beethoven?
I don't know. I can't be held responsible for what comes out of my mouth these days. My mouth talks, my brain is like 10 steps behind, you know?
All right, it is 7:00.
Hey, did you say
Wrap
that?
up for the evening.
My son just said not 10 steps behind, 11.
Oh gosh. This is where I usually wrap things up for the evening, but does anybody know if Marissa has put up a thumbnail? Is she going live? Because I can stay on for a little while if you guys want to chit chat a little bit more about Thanksgiving. If someone in the chat could let me know.
I'm looking. I don't see, doesn't she normally, there's no thumbnail, but does she ever do it without one?
No, she usually puts one up, but I
don't see it.
Not because we usually do our collab on the last Wednesday of the month, which would be tonight, and I thought she had some other things to do tonight, so that's why we didn't do it on the last Wednesday. So I'll stay on for a little while, guys.
All right.
Well, the lady says the parades are usually pretty safe. Okay, so but I know I've seen the Macy's parade so many times where it's just raining and miserable. So yeah, I don't know.
They still did it. I believe they still had it last year. I was surprised, but they did have it. It was on. They had this no spectators were allowed, but they still had the floats and it was a little weird.
I do remember that, yes. So maybe this year it'll be more like in the past.
They said all open, everything. New Year's, everything's open. They're just testing, or proving you have to do New Year's. That's what they were talking about. I didn't really speak about the parade, but they said for New Year's, everything's open. You just have to show proof of vaccination and you're in.
Okay.
Or out. You're really out. Because you're outside.
I see. This is going to be a sock. Look. Oh my God. Alice is making a sock.
Yay. You're going to have to get a new name for the landscape thing. You're going to have to change the name.
I know. We have to pick a new name for the third camera.
I have a few ideas I can, pass around. So, did you have, I was really behind until today. I have now caught up with all of your videos. And so I don't know, Is it too late? I thought of a name for your gnome.
Yes, it's too late.
What is the
The gnome
name?
got named Jorge, or Horge, as I like to fondly call him, Horge. But
Okay. I wasn't too far off.
what was your thoughts?
Horatio. Horatio.
Okay.
We have a horror in both names.
But did you watch today's video? Because I have a new gnome.
I saw the picture with that adorable gnome in the shopping bag, and you were so happy.
Advent gnome, guys. We're gonna have to name the Advent gnome.
So cute.
And I love, and the reason they gave me a discount is because they had this little string with a cane hanging off of it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my Miss Maker stickers, which is a little lady who's crafting, and I'm going to put it on some cardboard and glue it on and put it on a little string, and then we'll put it in as it gets closer to Christmas. There's still 31 days till Christmas, but when it gets to be 25 days, we'll start our little Advent countdown and on our gnome. Isn't that cute?
It's so cute.
So adorable.
They had an Advent one where they had the little chocolate filled with liquor, all these liqueurs. I would love to do that.
That's what I did too. Or my sister said I could just go to like Dollar Tree and get the small candy canes and just put
that's nice for the tree too. And they have the lights. I saw them there. They have those lights.
Miniature lights?
Yes. Yeah, they're not, good ones, but for a tree, just for a season, why not?
Okay. I'm going over to the Dollar Tree on Friday.
Do you know
the stores up tomorrow? So
I know. Actually, who knows if they're open, because they could be.
That reminds me, I'm not doing a show tomorrow, guys. First of all, I have no content. There's no trials. The trials have been wrapped up for Thanksgiving. Everyone has left the courthouse, gone home. Pretty much, most courthouses, most judges now are on vacation. They're not going to be doing trials probably until January.
So you're going to find like an oldie but goodie?
I will. I'll find an older trial, or I may just do stories like I did today. I did a death row story today.
You didn't have that up when I checked before, when I said to you, hooray, I'm all caught up. That wasn't up yet. You must have posted that after.
Up right before the verdict.
Okay, so then I still need. So then I have today's to catch up. So
you'll have one more.
But it's still today, so I'm not behind technically.
Oh, there you go.
But I have a question. Have you any information on the Elizabeth Holmes?
She just took the stand. Yeah, she was on the stand the last few days.
Oh, you know that.
Else is going to be going on trial in January, but it's in a federal court, which makes me so angry.
Cameras.
Yeah, no cameras. It's so hard to cover it when there's no cameras. That Jazlane Maxwell.
Oh God, yes.
I would love to cover that. It's just going to be so difficult, because
she's guilty of sin too.
Oh, of course she is. Those 3 guys that were convicted today are going to be tried in federal court. I think in February they go on trial.
Can you believe that? So they're going to be sentenced and then to federal court. So if they get another trial in federal court and they're found guilty on whatever charge, right? What happens? They're already sentenced. So
they're charged with violating civil rights. Well, you can only serve 1 life sentence. That's for sure.
Yeah, you only get 1 life. So what happens? Do they get to go to Club Fed instead of like a really long prison?
I don't know. I will find out. But
because if that's true, they shouldn't bother. Then they can go to state prison.
Find out that for what they were sentenced for today, the minimum is life. All 3 will be serving life in prison.
They said 20 years per count that were found guilty, which is so life sentence times every one of those.
Yeah.
That's absolutely crazy. Yeah. So because someone had asked if they had any chance of getting out.
But the actual felonies are considered lesser included offenses, so they won't be sentenced on the felonies. They'll be sentenced on the felony murders, though.
Yeah. And
They'll
the
get
other ones, they
life
have to do that
sentences.
trial, right?
Hmm.
In the federal courts.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
Yeah, and then they'll go. But that other guy is still waiting for trial in the federal court. The guy that killed George Floyd, he's being tried in federal court as well.
that's true. That's true. But
Yeah.
I'm wondering, because the federal prisons are not, there's like, you get more, you get to do more things. It's not as raunchy. I don't know the right word to say.
Well, that's always been what
Is
they
that
say, but I don't know if that's particularly true.
really?
Yeah.
I've seen like just sometimes like those not talk shows, like news shows will go into the prisons and show you what it looks
Some
like.
people say the food is better in federal prison. So
They
that's
say that you have access to a lot more. You don't like in regular prisons, you
yeah,
spend more time with like, yeah, like it's more scary, I guess, is the way I kind of perceived it.
I
I,
guess.
I don't know. I don't know.
I hope to never find out, although that was always my retirement plan.
To go to prison?
Yeah, I'm just going to commit bank robbery and then have the federal government take care of me for the rest of my life. Free health care, free
Just
square.
make sure you can have all your crafts with you.
I know that's the only reason I wouldn't do it. It's because I couldn't diamond paint in prison.
Diamond painting has no sharp objects.
I'm going to tell them that. Yes, just bring me diamond paintings. I'll have subscribers. I'll be doing YouTube from the prison.
I can't. I wonder is DQ still in here? 2020. Find out.
Yeah, I think she is.
Okay, I have a great thing for you to find out. Does Amazon deliver to the prisons?
Oh, that's an interesting thing. I don't know. Wilma, are you leaving? Bye, Wilma Jean. She's saying
Bye, Wilma.
everybody has a safe
Thanksgiving, honey.
Thanksgiving. Mary says she's not going anywhere tomorrow, but she could watch the parade if she was up in time. That's right. Sleep in. If my cats would let me sleep in, that would be my plan. But
you need to change that. They're not little babies anymore. So you need to yeah.
They've been getting better. Like this morning, they woke me up at 4 a.m. and they wanted to be fed. So I've gotten to where I just feed them and I go back to sleep. And but I leave my door open because if I shut the door, they will just bang that door down. Like Stitch will just jump and throw his whole body against the door. So I cannot close the door.
Do you still feel that Tootsie neglected you?
What?
Didn't you say the dog neglected you?
Tootsie?
Or you feel, yeah, you feel like the dog is your sister's or something?
Well, there was one night where she totally dissed me. Oh yeah, totally. She went.
I laughed so hard.
She loves my sister's bed, and that's what it is. She likes my sister's bed. So, so I go back to sleep after I feed them. But then at 6 o'clock, by 7 o'clock, Stitch is like, "I want you awake." I went to take a nap this afternoon. An hour into the nap, Stitch, and he's not doing the kneading thing on my chest, which I could understand. He's actually taking the covers off my chest. Like,
is that a thing for like cats? Do they all do that? I saw Crashly's pictures of that. Looks like the stomping, or like you're calling it the kneading. Do they all do that?
All cats do that, but not all
Why?
cats.
What is that?
It's instinctual, I think. They just have this instinct to need the
what are they actually doing though? Does anyone know?
I have no idea. So no.
Wow.
No.
I've never heard of that before. Never.
Yeah, no, they do that. Oh, Wilma says she's not leaving, but she wanted to get that in. Well, thank you, Wilma. You're very sweet. Wilma, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? Are you cooking? Are you going somewhere? Who's cooking a turkey? We've got a turkey thawing. So
you found one?
Oh, listen, I went to the local store, and it's so funny because when you walk in the front of the store, there's a big bin of turkeys in the freezer. and they're like $1 something a pound, and they're just like the regular store brand turkeys. So we didn't see those. So we go all the way to the back because the first thing you get is the creamer and all that stuff. And then we get to the meat section, and the butter balls were there for 99 cents a pound. And I'm like, what? And so they were like, people are thinking there's a shortage. They're grabbing those store brand ones up at front because they think there's a shortage, and that's a great deal. When if all they had to do was walk to the back of the store, they would have found a 99 cent a pound butterball. But the smallest we could find would be just a slightly under 15 pounds. So we're going to have quite a bit of turkey to eat here in the next few days.
You can always slice it thin and then keep it in the freezer. And then when you want sandwich meats, you can take it out.
Listen, I can make a pretty mean turkey tetrazzini.
Yeah, that's a popular one.
I love turkey tetrazzini, and I only make it a few times a year. So, Mama C says it's a leftover from when they nursed as kittens. It soothes them. Did you know that? Yeah, it soothes them.
But do you know what they're actually like? What are they doing? Is that what they do to try and get more milk out of the mother? Is that
maybe I don't know. Maybe that's what they're kneading the mom's breasts or something.
I don't know. I'm really asking. I have no idea.
So Nathan is cooking everything in the Instapot. What? Seriously? Even the turkey? You can cook a turkey in the Instapot?
A whole one?
I don't know.
I don't even know that would fit.
Oh, bye, Narrate. Have a nice dinner, sweetheart. Say hi to Lewis.
Bye, Narrate.
Yeah, we'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much for the Loom information, the Loom products.
And the crochet thread info. Thank you.
I promise you. Yeah, I don't know about cooking it in the Instapot. I don't know. I'm not a type person. I'm just not. I'm so old school. I just rather cook something. If I'm gonna cook it, I'm gonna cook it. I don't know about this. I think it's great for busy moms, like sucker moms and things like that, where you're rushed for time. My son and his wife swear by their Instapot, but I'm just not. No, I just never could get into it. I ruined mine. I told you that, right?
I thought did you ever get the fryer, the air fryer?
I have an air fryer. Yeah, I have an air fryer. I don't like stuff air fried either.
Oh, wow. I think I have to give you some recipes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
my sister will tell you I'm not much of a cook. I'm really not.
Yeah, I think the frozen section is missing you because you used to have the frozen meals.
I have not eaten a lean cuisine in months. Not in months, literally. No, yeah.
Be careful. They're going to come yelling at your door. Where have you been?
Hey, Rebecca, we miss you.
Yeah. Their whole sales, their figures are down now.
Yes, I know, because Rebecca stopped eating lean cuisine meals.
Yeah.
And Marie Collender, she's going to be looking for me too. Like, hey, Rebecca, where have you been?
I saw they had somebody on from they said it's in Massachusetts, that it's the largest food bank, that I guess it's the big warehouse where they deliver to the other ones in the area. And it's like the largest one in the country. And they showed, it looked like they had stuff on the shelves, but they talked to the director, and they were saying for like Thanksgiving, the people the first time coming, but they were talking about the shortages that, the turkeys. So they had to give dinners that weren't turkey, but they were giving them some kind of meat, and they wouldn't say what. I have no idea. But yeah, so now like I'm wondering, they're gonna have all like our stores. We have tons of turkeys. I don't know where the shortages are.
Yeah, there were plenty of turkeys in the store that I went into. There was plenty.
Yes, there were. They had fresh turkeys, frozen. They had the brands like the Butterball. They had the store's own brands. I mean, they had organic one. I mean, thank goodness, but I don't see why some places have a shortage and others don't. Does anybody in the chat notice any shortage of turkey?
I think pretty much everybody I've talked to has been able to find a turkey, but I
But
don't
boy,
know.
do they play that up. I mean, for sure.
They did. Well, Nessa says she's not cooking the turkey in the Instapot. I feel better because I was a little worried about that.
You could do the tetrazzini in an Instapot.
Chaotic is obsessed with her Instapot too, and now her kids are using it too, making all this fancy food, making pulled pork in hers right now. Now I'll make pulled pork in the crock pot. Am I the only one that still uses a crock pot?
You know, I have never gotten into the crock pots, but I love the pressure cooker. Love it.
I have had this crock pot for eons, and I still use it, especially for pulled pork. I used to, I could go to work and come home and the meal would be ready. Now, I think an Instapot cooks it pretty quicker than the crock pot, I'm assuming.
Instapot has all of these things in one. You can set it for any of those kinds of things. So it does crock pot. I think it also is a pressure cooker. I think it does it all. I really do.
I think it does pressure cooking, yes.
Yeah, and crock potting, whatever you call that, crock pot cooking, it does that too. So it's like you cook it for like 14 hours or something so that you could go to work, come back, and like you were saying.
Right. I would put it on low, and when I'd come home, whatever was in it would be ready, like pot roast or, whatever.
Yeah, but you can't, you have to brown it by the time you might as well just put it in. Well, I don't know. I never got into it. Let's just leave it at that. I just never did. Never. Like even when the kids were little, I never got into the crock potting, but I did most stuff in regular.
Melanie still uses her crock pot. Oh, good. See, somebody out there still has and uses a crock pot. I don't feel so bad.
It's good for like soups and stuff where it'll just stay hot. And like I have like a one that's like kind of nice. So when you entertain, it looks pretty but it's really just a fancy crock pot. It just has so when you have it out, if people want to like serve themselves, you don't need like a chafing dish because it's there. But other than that, yeah, never got into it.
Oh, Nessa still loves her crock pot. Okay, well,
once you're a crock pot cooker, you love it.
Okay. And
also,
then
puddings are good.
Uses her crock pot. Yay! Everybody uses the crock pot. Okay, so I'm not too dated. Thank goodness.
No, all these new machines have that setting, so it's got to be, it's got to work. It's got to be good for people.
I just got to tell you how beautiful. I don't know if you guys can see it yet on Alice's camera view. How this yarn, this is this ice cream yarn. It's gone from this minty green into this lavender. Oh my God.
Nice.
So
I'm just doing brown. That's such a pretty yarn, that ice cream.
You're doing brown?
Just brown. It's getting, look, I just did a whole bunch though. You see how much more it is?
Yeah, I'm looking on, I can see that you guys probably can't really see it, but yeah, that is super pretty, that lavender that's starting to, and I haven't, there's the other colors to it. It's got pinks and greens and stuff. It's going to be really pretty. I've not used it before, so
it's a nice color. I love the ice cream yarns, but that one's a really nice color. Like the colorways, how it changes color is really, really nice.
Yeah, they call it ube, 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 or ube, or I would think it would be ube, right? Ube, ube.
I call it pretty.
Ube. Made in Turkey.
Yeah.
I think it would be awesome to go visit Turkey and see where all this yarn is made.
Yes. Sounds like a trip.
Yes. You mean you haven't been to Turkey yet?
Nope, not been to Turkey.
So a yum box have we had a yum box from Turkey?
I think, I don't know if it was, I think we did, because I think I remember something about Turkish Delight, and I thought it would be in that box. We did get something that, if it wasn't
Turkish Delight in the holiday yum box. No,
There
we've
is?
been to Italy, South Korea. Uh, what is that? I don't know. Oh, where else have we been?
That's
Greece.
why. Where? Yeah, Greece.
I don't. I've got the stickers on my desk here, but
Um,
wherever they make the boba tea, we've been there. And then we went to Scandinavia last week. So
that was really good.
oh, see, I don't know if we get the holiday box as part of our subscription or if that's you have.
I don't know because we get them around the same time and we get the same country. They start out with the same two. I don't think we got Spain. Did we get Spain? Maybe we got Spain.
I
We
think
got
we did.
something
I think
Spanish.
we did.
We got somewhere from. I
If
think
I
it
could
was
clean
Spain.
this desk off, I could tell you everywhere we went, but I'm not cleaning this desk up right now. Bye, Diamond Queen. Have a great day at work tomorrow. I'm sorry you have to work on the holiday.
Oh, please ask if they deliver to prisons. Tell us next time.
Oh, she doesn't know. She was going to ask.
Hi, boss. Do we deliver to prison? It's not for me, but my crazy diamond painting pals want to know.
Yeah, because they want to know if they can do a conjugal visit through Amazon. Yes.
We would like to retire and have the state take care of us, and we just want to make sure we can get the stuff we want.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? I'm just thinking about that poor woman, that woman that's married to Mr. McMichael and her son. Now her son and her husband are going to prison for life.
Shame on the father. I don't know. I just think the sins of the father onto the son.
He shouldn't have raised his son like that. Yeah, we know that.
And they did. I think their strategy backfired. Although I don't know that they had much of a chance of any of it. To be honest with you, but
that whole citizen's arrest thing, no, that didn't.
Yeah, but the attorneys that how they're always doing the the quarterbacking and telling you what's what. They seem to be saying that it might, because the judge also had a difficult time with the law since it's been repealed since that happened.
Yes,
has been repealed. So since the judge had difficulty with the law itself and even what it was acceptable when they had objections, they said that if anything, it's possible that may earn them an appeal for a retrial to do another trial. I hope not. But they said the jury made it very clear that they didn't buy at all that it was a citizen's arrest. So even if they did that and they looked back at, I don't know what they...
Nor did they buy the self-defense. They did not believe that...
Right.
He was...
But since they were talking about, could they get a new trial because of something? There was really nothing, but they said that one thing, and they all did agree on that one thing that's possible, since it was an obscure law and it's been repealed, and the judge didn't know which way to go on some of the rulings, and they thought if anything was going to maybe give them a new trial, it possibly could be that. They were doubtful, but that was the one thing they, said, because they were just trying to figure out, because that was a question asked, so they all on this panel answered it. I don't know but the jury was pretty loud and clear. They did not believe it had.
Melody says the mother is a nurse. Oh, yeah.
The mother of, oh, really? Wow.
Travis's mother and the guy's wife is a nurse.
And remember when they were talking, the prosecution was asking him when he was on the stand, do you have training? He claimed that he was, he worked on the ships, right? So he had some kind of training for how to de-escalate and all of those things. So did the father, was a retired, he did law enforcement. So they should have known better. So I don't know how they put this out like it was some sort of an excuse, as a defense, when the way I see it, if you knew, then you should know better than to try and chase the guy down when he didn't want to stop. If you wanted, just follow the guy and then tell the police. And then the jury came back and said they wanted to see 2 videos, specific places, and then they wanted to hear only a moment of the 911 call. And all they listened for was hey, it's the black guy running. What's the emergency? A black guy's running down the street. Then they put their hand up with, like the judge said, raise your hand when you want to stop.
Well, because the rest of that tape was blank.
Well,
for a
while, but then
911 call, and all you would have heard if they had listened to the rest of the tape is the 911 operator going, "Hey, is everything okay? Is everything okay?" Because he had dropped the phone.
Didn't he pick it back up though and say what happened?
No.
Supposedly he thought the father called but didn't call, or was that the call from the father? I think it was the son, the one that shot him.
He thought the father had called but didn't call, so he dialed 911 and then handed the phone to his father.
And then, okay, so who was the one that yelled that?
Phone.
Wasn't that Travis that yelled when they said?
No, it was the father. Travis had the gun by that point. It was the father.
So the father's telling him to. Okay, now I understand. So he was telling him to no, don't, and then it shuts.
Right.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Wow!
Yeah. All right, guys. It's 7:30. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night.
Let me see your sock before you
clean up the kitchen. Okay. I tell you what. The biggest help for me was marking these pegs, so I know where the knit stitch is. That really helped. But here's it's not up to 9 inches yet, but
but it's good. You're on a roll.
I'm on a roll, and I can see the ribbing coming through, which is cool.
Yay!
Yes. So thank you so much for spending so much time with me today, Cheryl, on Loom.
Oh, my pleasure.
Between you and me and these books and everybody providing me with the tools, I'm going to learn this. So
you'll do it. The determination alone, you'll get it.
Yes, definitely. And I appreciate. Okay, Alice is leaving. Bye, Alice.
Bye, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes,
I can tell you, I'm very thankful for this community. I would just want to put that out there. So that's one thing that I will say, because we do that every year. We say what we're thankful for.
I'm super thankful for every single one of my subscribers. I love you all. You guys, I don't want to start crying, but you guys are so supportive for all my little projects, and I super appreciate you. I will see you guys. I'll do a show on Friday. There will be no show tomorrow. I'm going to be in the parade, marching in the parade. No, not really.
And don't forget, if you guys can, please come do some Friday shopping, Black Friday.
Oh yeah, tomorrow night. Tomorrow night. It'll start at 11 Central Time, so that's midnight Eastern Time tomorrow night. We're going to have some fun. We're going to be doing.
So it was a lot of fun last year.
Yep.
So we'll have a great time this year, and just everybody will kind of know where the sales are for all kinds of things, and then
what the codes are. We're going to have codes. We're going to have the sales. Yep. All right, guys. Have a great evening. Take care.
Bye, everybody.